Do you find it challenging to experience any joy in your life? Does life feel like a constant a dull routine? You feel like you're stuck in a cycle of drudgery, that nothing really makes you feel alive and vibrant and excited like maybe you once did? Camilla Constance here, and I'm going to talk today about what it is to experience joy and how we can all experience joy and that we can make joy happen for us. Essentially, joy is something we experience as a sensation, as a feeling inside of our bodies. So what we want to be doing is taking moments throughout the day, whatever we're doing, and just use our senses, all of our senses, to just absorb and maximize, kind of milk every single element of sensation and joy that we can from that experience. So it's not about waiting, like spending 50 weeks of the year waiting for that 2-week holiday where you can go away and you can relax and feel the sun on your skin. It's about going out in the wind and the rain and experiencing that joy and that deep sensory pleasure of the wind in our hair, the rain, even the scent. The other day walking the dog, I was caught in a hailstorm, and initially we both tried to hide from it, and then it was just like, no, abandon yourself to it. You're going to get soaking wet, Camilla. Just enjoy the joy of this moment, the vibrancy of being alive. You're going home. You're very lucky. You live in a beautiful home. You can get into dry clothes. You can warm up again. Experience this moment now. Don't wish it were different. Surrender yourself to it. Just abandon yourself to the moment. Now, the thing about abandoning ourselves to the moment is it's about using all of our senses to experience it. Humans have a very strong sense in our sight. The problem with overusing one sense, like sight, is that the other senses get weaker. And it's through the other senses I'm going to suggest to you that you're going to start experiencing joy. Sight is great. I'm not knocking our sight. I'm very, very, very grateful to my sight. But I notice that particularly when it comes to my experience of my body sexually, sight often carries with it quite a lot of judgment, quite a lot of criticism, because I'm using sight, I'm using my visual sense to analyse a situation and then make judgments and criticism of it, which is stopping me from dropping deeply into the experience of what is actually happening. So what I'm going to suggest is let's just lose our sight for a moment. Now, there are times, and I'm really cautious about saying this because I'm a massive advocate of eye contact when you're making love. Having eye contact with your partner is incredibly powerful and really, really beautiful. And there are times for removing that eye contact, for removing sight from the whole situation, using a blindfold, taking away sight so that you can really smell what's around you. Smell your partner, smell his scent, smell any scents you've got in the room, any incense burning or any essential oils. Use smell to activate your body. Use smell to activate pleasure. Use sound. Select carefully your music so that the music changes how you feel, changes your experience and the amount of pleasure you can feel within your body. Think about taste. What do you taste in this moment? Like, bring in some chocolate, drink some champagne, enjoy some fresh fruit. Like, bring these into the experience. Create a delight for all of your senses and take it in turns to be blindfolded and experience your senses this way. And the reason why I think it's so, so powerful is that the more you can activate all of your senses, the sense of smell, the sense of taste, the sense your sense of sound, the sense of feeling, what you're touching, what you're feeling on your skin, what you're feeling inside of your body. The more this is activated, the more pleasure you're going to feel in your body, the more joy you're going to feel in your body, and then this is just going to literally light up your life. Now, I'm here to talk about sex, but sex doesn't, to me, the most exciting thing about sex is the sensuality of it. It's the using of our senses and experiencing our own bodies and other people's body, their energy, their pleasure in our bodies. This is where it becomes really, really exciting. And this is, to me, when sex leaves the privacy of the bedroom and sex becomes part of your everyday life. You, in a sense, engage with the world sexually. Now that in our kind of conditioned minds is like, whoa, that's really freaky, but actually it's not. If sex is all about sensuality, if sex is all about activating your senses, then everything you do can become sexual. Eating fruit, obviously sexual. Drinking a coffee, obviously, like the sensation of drinking, the heat in your mouth, the smell of it, they're all activating pleasure. They're all making you feel alive. They're all making you feel wonderful. Walking on a windy day, yeah, that's exciting. Yes, that's invigorating. Yes, you can experience the pleasure in your body if you're open to it and you allow the senses to drive your experience as opposed to the judgment or the criticism or the conditioning or anything else. Like, really allow yourself to step into a life which is all about experiencing sensation, allowing that sensation to be pleasurable, like stretching what you understand pleasure to be and how you experience pleasure, and how sensation is pleasurable, and then as you experience this sensation moving in your body, you become really aware of your energy, you become aware of the vibration, you literally become aware of the cells that make up your physical body. You get a very close connection to your body, and that is where the joy is. That is when life becomes joy-filled. That is when whatever is happening in the world around us, however many challenges we get thrown at us from our kids' schools or from our business lives or from work lives, whatever, we can always come back to the joy and the sensuality and the pleasure that's in our bodies, that's our divine right, that's our reason for being. I do not accept that we are on this planet for anything other than a completely joy-filled, utterly pleasurable experience. If we're not having that, we're doing something wrong. Like we've been convinced over so many thousands of years that human existence is meant to be about drudgery and misery and hardship and ordeal, and that if we just grin and bear it, we'll make it to heaven afterwards. Well, let's have heaven on earth. Like, let's allow ourselves to experience a completely heavenly existence right now, in this moment, in this body. Let's do it. Like, we can do this. It's not beyond us. Every single person has the potential to feel exquisite joy all the time, whenever they feel like it. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, if you'd like to hear more from me, subscribe to this channel. And if you want to hear from me through my newsletter, there's a link in the comments below. I'd love to connect with you. Take care. Bye-bye.